Hi friends! Did you know that some cars around the world look totally wild and one of a kind? Yup, these aren't your everyday vehicles. Each one has its own weird, wonderful, and fun story to tell. Can't wait to see them? Let's dive into the video and check out the most unique cars ever. Don't miss a second. Let's get started. Get ready to witness one of the most mind-blowing vehicles ever built, the Ford Upside Down. At first glance, you might think your eyes are playing tricks on you. But nope, this car is actually upside down. With its wheels on top spinning right along with the ones on the bottom, it looks like it's driving on the roof. This wild creation rides on 8 wheels, with 4 of them mounted on top, giving it that perfectly flipped illusion, and the best part? It drives smoothly and stably, just like a regular car. The brain behind this mechanical marvel is Rick Sullivan, a talented shop owner from the US. He got this crazy idea when he was called to tow a car that had flipped over. And instead of just shaking his head and moving on, he said, "What if I built a car that looked like this on purpose?" 6 months and $6,000 later, boom, the Ford Upside Down was born. Made from a fusion of a 1991 Ford Ranger and a 1995 Ford F-150, this thing is a rolling work of art. If you're looking for one of the most unique, head-turning rides on the planet, this is it. The Ford Upside Down, where upside down is the new right side up. Introducing the OEF Electric, a truly unique, 3-wheeled microcar born in Paris in 1942. Designed by the visionary engineer Paul Arzens, this little vehicle quickly earned the nickname the Electric Egg thanks to its sleek, rounded shape that looks just like an egg. But don't let its size fool you. The OEF Electric was one of the very first bubble cars, and it was already running on electric power, way ahead of its time. With 5 12-volt batteries, it could travel up to 100 kilometers on a single charge and reach top speeds of around 70 kilometers per hour. Impressive for its era. The design was just as futuristic as the technology. Its body was made of lightweight aluminum, mounted on a tubular duralumin frame, a material often used in aircraft. The windshield and doors made from curved plexiglass, giving it a clean, modern look, almost like a transparent capsule from the future. The OEF Electric wasn't just a car. It was a bold statement of innovation and creativity, born during wartime, built with vision, and powered by electricity. A stylish little glimpse into what the future could be. Let me take you back to 1967, when Dodge dared to dream different. This is the Dodge Diora. A radical concept vehicle that fused the practicality of a pickup truck with the sleek, futuristic styling of a sports car. Born from the bold imagination of the Alexander brothers, famous custom car builders from Detroit, the Diora was built on the frame of a Dodge A100. But you'd barely recognize it. With a dramatically reworked body, wide-open cargo bed, and a wild, almost alien-looking front end, the Diora looked like it drove straight out of the future. Fun fact, the windshield? Yeah, that was repurposed from a 1960 Ford station wagon. The driver's door, there wasn't one. Instead, you entered through the front by lifting the windshield and swinging out the lower panel. Talk about sci-fi. Despite its jaw-dropping looks, Dodge never greenlit the Diora for production. It was just too far ahead of its time. But that didn't stop it from becoming a legend. In fact, it gained massive fame when it was featured as one of the original 16 Hot Wheels cars in 1968, cementing its place in pop culture history. And the legacy didn't end there. In 2009, the original Diora went under the hammer at a prestigious auction, fetching an impressive $230,000. The Dodge Diora wasn't just a concept, it was a bold vision of what the future could look like. And even today, it stands as a symbol of fearless design and wild creativity in the automotive world. Ever heard of the world's first minivan? Meet the Stout Scarab. The Stout Scarab was an American car first introduced in 1934. Designed by the visionary engineer and inventor William Bushnell Stout. While it never hit the mainstream, it remains one of the most innovative and forward-thinking automobiles of its time. This futuristic machine was powered by a rear-mounted Ford the 5.8 engine, an advanced feature for the era. But what truly set the Scarab apart was its design. With its long wheelbase and sleek, streamlined body, the Scarab looked more like a modern minivan than any car of the 1930s. In fact, many consider it to be the ancestor of today's family vans. The interior was designed not just for transportation, but for comfort. Stout envisioned the Scarab as a mobile office, so he prioritized spaciousness and flexibility. It featured a flat floor, movable seats, and even a small table, a radical departure from the rigid seating of other cars back then. Only 9 of these cars were ever built. That's right, just 9. Mass production was never realized, mainly due to its high price and the limited market for such a unique vehicle. Here's a fun fact: the Scarab was one of the first vehicles to use a unibody construction, meaning the body and frame were integrated into a single piece, a technique that wouldn't become standard in the automotive industry for decades. Despite its limited production, the Stout Scarab was far ahead of its time. Though it never reached commercial success, it paved the way for a new kind of vehicle, one that put space, comfort, and practicality first. So the next time you see a minivan on the road, remember, it all started with a strange, futuristic bubble car from the 1930s, the Stout Scarab. Something feels a little off, right? Yup, you guessed it, these cars were designed by their owners. And let's just say, they got creative. Some have 2 front ends. Others are insanely flexible. And all of them are extreme, unique, and honestly, kinda hilarious. This video is packed with wild car mods that'll have you doing double takes, some will leave you amazed, others might just make you laugh out loud. So, which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious which ride caught your eye.